What makes hummingbirds unique compared to other birds? How do hummingbirds hover in place while feeding? What are some fascinating facts about hummingbirds' metabolism? How many species of hummingbirds exist worldwide? Why do hummingbirds migrate? And what are their migration patterns? How do hummingbirds sleep? And what is torpor? What is the role of hummingbirds in pollination in the ecosystem? How fast can hummingbirds flap their wings? What are the different sounds and calls hummingbirds make? How do hummingbirds defend their territory from other birds? What do hummingbirds eat besides nectar? How do hummingbirds find food in the wild? What types of flowers attract hummingbirds the most? Can you feed hummingbirds with store-bought nectar, or is homemade better? Why do hummingbirds prefer red flowers? How often do hummingbirds need to eat to survive? Do hummingbirds drink water? And how do they stay hydrated? What happens if a hummingbird doesn't get enough food? How do hummingbirds catch insects for protein? Can hummingbirds survive without nectar feeders in urban areas? Where do hummingbirds build their nests? How can you help hummingbirds create a safe nesting environment? What materials do hummingbirds use to build their nests? How long do baby hummingbirds stay in the nest before flying? How do mother hummingbirds care for their chicks? Do male hummingbirds help in raising chicks? What predators threaten hummingbird nests? How often do hummingbirds reproduce in a year? What are the signs of a hummingbird preparing to nest? How do baby hummingbirds learn to fly? What are the biggest threats to hummingbird populations? How does climate change affect hummingbirds and their migration? What conservation efforts are in place to protect hummingbirds? How can people make their gardens hummingbird friendly? What pesticides are harmful to hummingbirds and should be avoided? How does deforestation impact hummingbird habitats? What are some organizations working to protect hummingbirds? How can urban environments be made safer for hummingbirds? Why are some hummingbird species endangered? How can responsible tourism help hummingbird conservation? What do hummingbirds symbolize in different cultures? How are hummingbirds represented in mythology and folklore? What does it